Bonjour and welcome to the Tarot of Claude. Today I'm going to be doing the mid-November tarot reading for the sign of Taurus. I hope you're doing well and that you've had a good first half of your month. Now these are general readings, they will not apply for everybody, so take what resonates and discard the rest. If the message doesn't resonate, or if you would like a more complete picture of the next 2 weeks, make sure that you check your Venus, Moon and Rising sign, as this can help you. So what energies do we have from mid-November till the end for our lovely Taurus? Alright. The first energy we have is a change in the wind. Very nice. So something's gonna happen. That's interesting. I always like it when we get cards that indicate that there's going to be a change. And then I'm going to pull out another card, just, you know, one that talks to me. This one, right here. And you get the tribe. So something to do with your community. Now this could mean your community as in literally your neighborhood, you know, your town. It could talk about a group of friends, you know, your chosen family. It could talk about your biological family. It could be, I don't know, a society you're part of, like a book club or a yoga club, whatever. So that's what the tribe is about, but there's a change in the wind. Let's have a look with the tarot deck and see what we have. So what's this change about? Okay, this is you, Page of Cups, and crosses you, the Four of Wands, what's below you, Three of Swords, above you, Ten of Cups. Oh, how did I manage to make them squish? Behind you, the Tower. Ahead of you, Judgment. Advice, King of Cups. Environment, the Empress. Hopes and fears, the World. Ooh, you're getting a lot of major arcana. Outcome, the Sun. Oh wow, awesome. And at the bottom of the deck you have the Five of Wands. Okay, so the first thing I want to mention is the fact that the bottom of the deck represents the underlying energies in the moment around you that we're not aware of, and 5 is a number of change and challenges. And so the oracle card we pulled was a change in the wind, and this is confirmed by the bottom of the deck. Wands is to do with passion, what ignites you, your desire, and so Five of Wands is to do with change and challenges in this arena. So it could be a challenge to do with something that, you know, you feel really passionate about, and so this brings about friction or something. But we'll have a look at this more closely, but just so you know, there is change in the wind for you, literally. So at the center of the spread we have the Page of Cups and we have the Four of Wands. Now the page, and pages generally speaking, are bearer of news. They you get messages from them. Cups is to do with your feelings, your emotions, also your creativity. intuition. And the pages can also represent a new path, a new direction on something. So it could be a new direction for a creative project, for instance, but it could also be news from a loved one, that kind of thing. And then you have the Four of Wands. Now 4 is a number of stability, strong foundations, and as I just said, the Wands to do with your passion. The Four of Wands, generally speaking, represents the celebration of having seen the first start of growth for anything. So the growth of a project, the growth of a relationship, you know, where you've experienced a boost of growth, and then you get to that stage where you feel comfortable, and so you're celebrating it. That's what this is about. Because in the near past, you've had a Tower. Now the Tower is a major arcana, as I mentioned, and your reading ended with 3 major arcana, so that's the 4th one. So that's quite a big chunk of your reading, which means you have major energies at work at the moment around you. It's the kind of energies that's brought about by the God, the universe, your spirit team, you know, when they bring something to you that's going to make you grow. So the Tower is an abrupt, sudden change. And people tend to worry about the Tower because, you know, sudden changes tend to worry us. But the universe never, ever puts you in situations that it thinks you can't handle. You know, these things happen so that to help you grow. And often the Tower occurs when we have not made the change ourselves, we've not moved on, and so the universe kind of gives us a nudge, that kind of thing. So that's in your near past. And so subconsciously you have the 3 of Swords. So this is in the background, you probably are not aware of it. And 3 is a number of growth, as I just mentioned. Swords is to do with your thoughts, your intellect, and also communications and truth. Generally speaking, as a Tarot de Marseille reader, I read the 3 of Swords as a kind of a breakthrough, you know, in the way you're thinking. So it could be, you know, some truths that came to light, that kind of thing, but you're processing that in the background. This is your subconscious. Because in your goals and aspiration, you have the 10 of Cups. You want to be emotionally fulfilled. The 10 of Cups is the happily ever after card. But you're still dealing with something subconsciously right here. As I said, it could have been some harsh truths or communication, or it could just simply be a breakthrough in the way you see things. So this is playing in the background in your head, probably triggered by that Tower moment you experienced not long ago. And you want to move forward to get, you know, emotional fulfillment, the happy life, the everything basically, emotional, spiritual, happiness. And in the near future, you have the Judgment card. And actually, correction, you have 5 major arcana. That's half of your spread. That's amazing. And so in the near future, you're gonna experiment some kind of transformation. The Judgment card has layers. It can be a report card when you look at what you've done and what you're getting for it and make a decision. But it's also shedding the old and being reborn. That kind of life-changing transformation. It's an amazing card, and this is coming to you in the near future. So you see, when I say to you that the universe, God, your spirit team, they don't put you through things that they don't think you can handle, this is exactly the illustrations of it, because this is going to transform you at your very core. And the whole reading is about a change. You know, you've got it in the underlying energies here, you've got it here. So the first card I drew was a change in the wind, and it's to do with your tribe. So as I said, it could be to do with your co-workers, your family, it could be your community, like literally your town. And the advice from from the cards, from your team, spirit team, is the King of Cups. So it could be 2 things. It could be someone who's gonna come into your life and advise you, help you, because the King of Cups is someone who has mastered the Suits of Cups. So we're talking about someone who is in total control of his emotions. As you can see from the card, this is probably my favorite King of Cups out of all my decks, and I have quite a few. He's really beautifully pictured here, riding the rough seas and not moving. He's holding his cup, he's got his scepter, he is facing you, he has no problems controlling his feelings and being in touch with his intuitions as well, because, and you know, controlling your feelings doesn't mean you don't feel anything. It just means that, you know, you feel, but you don't necessarily overreact or underreact. So it could be someone also very loving, who is in your environment, who is gonna come and help you and advise you and support you. Or it could be simply for you to embody the characteristic and qualities of the King of Cups, so that you can navigate this transformation you're going through very smoothly. Because in your environment you have an amazing card, you have the Empress. Now the Empress, card number 3, so abundance, creativity, she lacks for nothing. She is bountiful, she is also beautiful, she's creative, she knows how to provide for herself and her family, she knows how to create abundance everywhere she goes, basically. She can represent the birth of something, it could be a child or a project. So I'm reading this as the environment is incredibly bountiful for you. You may not be aware of it yet, but you will be soon with the Judgment card. And so it's really interesting because the outcome is the Sun. I will talk to you about hopes and fears in a minute, but you can't get a better combination than this. Firstly, when you see the Sun in the deck on a spread, it tells you, it kind of dials down everything that's negative. Not that there is anything really negative in your spread anyway. So it's an incredibly powerful card. It's energy, revitalization, bringing success, hope. It's a beautiful card, and that's your outcome. You can't get a better card than this as your outcome. And I'm not surprised by it, because the environment is incredibly positive for you. It's abundant. It's screaming prosperity and happiness. And so when you look at what you're aspiring to get and your hopes, this is aligned too. Okay, you're aspiring to get the emotional satisfaction, you know, your cup overflowing, and 10 is a number of completion, and 21, the world, is the major arcana for completion. It's, you've learned all of your lessons, this is the end of this cycle, now time to move on for a new cycle. It's success, victory, and this is in your hopes and in your goals, so they are in alignment, so you are aligned with what it is you want to achieve. And the cards are telling you that there is a change in the wind, so you are heading towards the Sun, basically towards this positive outcome, whether you're looking at work or you're looking at a relationship. Anything you're looking at the moment that's changing, that's moving, this is going to have a very positive outcome, and you are going to go through a very, very deep transformation. So just remember to either look out for someone who's going to support you in a loving manner and is going to help you, counsel you, or be this King of Cups, you know, control your emotions, and you'll be able to navigate this wind of change that you're getting at the moment, and you will be successful. I can't begin to tell you how much I've enjoyed this reading. It is so positive. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. I also do daily readings, and I'm going to give you a card here or there if you want to check them out. And thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me. I really appreciate it. I wish you a fantastic end of the month, and I hope to see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.